Well, we're live again. Hi, Tim Cooper here, and I'm sorry I'm getting on a little bit later today, but I've had quite a big morning. I might even talk to you about that a little bit later in this live. But I want to talk to you about something really, really important to you and your business, and that is content. And without content, your business simply won't be seen because the search engines will have nothing to index. The search engines will have nothing to show. So when people are out there searching for answers to their problems, they're not going to find you because Google can't display anything. So if you're a brick and mortar business, you may have set up your Google My Business account, which is absolutely amazing. And I recommend that for every single person who's got a brick and mortar business to have a Google My Business account, because that sets you up with a free listing. Okay. And and free is always good. But that alone is not going to guarantee that you appear in the search results. Excuse me. So, okay. So before we get started, watching this live, #live. If you're watching this on the replay, #replay. Any questions, please type them in. And of course, please feel free to share that love around. Okay. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can hit that like, that thumbs up, and the subscribe button. And if you hit that little bell, you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, so that's that done. Right, so as I said, setting up your Google My Business listing is only the beginning. And I'm actually working with one person at the moment, and we're having a horrid time because we can't even get a postcard, because what Google does is they send out a postcard to the address of your business to confirm that you are a real business, because they don't want to have all these fake businesses set up on their site. They don't want to be sending people to non-existing businesses, because then Google gets a bad name, people lose faith, and everything goes downhill. So Google send a postcard out to verify your business. And I said, this has only ever happened once. I've got people all around the world with their business listings on Google. And this has only happened once to me, that we have requested on numerous occasions for the business card, or the verification card, to be sent to this particular business. And we've been requesting it for months, and it just hasn't happened. And of course, Google doesn't give you there's not a customer service number for Google for the free stuff. Now, you can call them up if you've got problems spending money with them, but you can't really sort of contact them directly if you are just using their free services. So it's been quite a frustrating thing. So that's one side of it. But even with the Google My Business listing, you have got to do things to optimize it. You've got to do things to come up through those rankings, because especially if you're in a competitive industry, in a competitive area, and there's already a bunch of businesses listed, you may have to work a little bit harder to get your business listed in that 3-pack. And it can be done because, statistically speaking, a high number, I can't give you the exact figures, I should have looked it up, but a high number of businesses don't even get their Google listings. And also, most businesses who actually do set up their Google business listings do it wrong. And so if you do it right, you stand a far better chance of climbing up through those rankings. But that's only the start. So then you've got to optimize it, but then you've got to start to create content, meaningful content that Google can use. And one thing I did with one of the businesses I was working with, we used to post, because Google can let you do posts, and the posts are only live for about 7 days, or you can start them and finish them when you like. But basically, they do have a lifespan. They don't last forever. But if you put in good images, and Google prefer that you actually put in images that you have actually taken on a camera yourself, because then they're geotagged to the industry. Google prefer those sorts of images over stock images you download off the internet, and you use keyword-rich descriptions about your service and that sort of stuff. And I'm not talking about just stuffing all these keywords in that make no sense when a human reads it, but just very cleverly incorporating keywords that that people are searching for into the description can once again raise you in the listings, because now Google is working out more about your business and your services and the areas that you service and that sort of stuff. So the more information you type into these posts, even if people themselves aren't actually sort of looking at them, Google is learning from them, and that really helps you sort of come up through the listings. And of course, then you want to be looking at answering people's questions and becoming the solution provider, right? So basically, your job is to sort of analyze your industry, your business, your prospects, even your current clients, and look at the problems that they've got, and then come up with a series of solutions that you can offer, and then that is what you then write about. Now, content creation, once again, it's a big subject and too big for one Facebook Live, and I'll obviously be doing more lives on this. And if you've got any specific questions about content creation, please contact me. Now, you can either type them in or email me, message me, but it is so important. And there are actually businesses out there who are getting into the local 3-pack based purely on organic search, so based purely on the content that they have. The search engine Google has said, okay, this is this sort of business in this area because their content is so strong. If you set your content up properly, and it does take time, but if you set your content up properly, there's a good chance that you'll appear on the first page in the search results for numerous things, not just when people are searching for your industry or for your business, but when they're searching for a solution to a problem. So content is, they used to say content is king. Well, basically now content is air, because you will not survive on the internet without content. Now, you just will not be seen because there's just so much out there. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to share with you today. So think about, when it comes to creating your content, you may want to outsource it to somebody who writes content, and you can go to Upwork, or you can even contact me. I write a lot of content. I actually am a content strategist. So I'm a copywriter, article writer, and content writer. So that's what I do, along with some other things. But you have to sort of structure your content. So basically, if you think of 3 or 4 main areas that your business specializes in, they become what we call your hub. Okay, so say for massage, you might specialize in sciatica, headaches, and fibromyalgia, for example. So that would become your 3 main hubs, and then underneath that, you would then start to write on different topics underneath those main categories. And you can also offer what we call content upgrades. So you could actually have a great big article and then say, if you want a checklist or more information, whatever, give me your email address and I'll send that to you. And now you're actually building your list. And the good thing about that is that now your marketing is really becoming cost effective, because you know exactly who is looking for the answers to what problem. So everybody on your sciatica list is obviously either has sciatica themselves or knows somebody who does. Everybody on your headache list has either has headaches or knows somebody that does. You know what I mean? So you are identifying people with a particular problem that then you can actually then provide them with even more information and guide them along the way, and you're building that list. The other thing, that once you get this information, you can actually then promote it on YouTube. You can actually, on Facebook. So you can actually drop links to your articles and to your content in Facebook, either for free, or you could even promote it in Facebook ads. And what you could do then is you could just send out, just drop out the general information about a particular topic, and then target anybody who visits that page. That you could then target them with more focused information about your specific services. So you could have a high level ad just talking about the problem and the solution, right? Being very careful not to make claims and not to get in trouble with the FDA and FTC and all that sort of stuff, right? But do that, right? And then from that you can set up audiences. So you can track with a pixel. You can track who's visited what page, as long as they haven't turned it off. I know that Firefox now gives you the option to block Facebook pixels. So all this retargeting and stuff is probably going to get harder as browsers are blocking third-party pixels. It is what it is. You can only work with what you got, right? But the point is that you can set up this series. So you can set up like the broad interest, and then when people show interest in the broad stuff, then you can target them with the more information specific to your solutions and your business, and you can pay for that. Hey, David, got here live. Excellent to see you. Excellent to see you. Once again, any questions, please let me know. I do actually have to go in about 5 or 10 minutes because we're doing the live coaching for the 2020 bundle, and I'm booked in to do that at 10 o'clock my time, so I've got about 20 minutes. So any questions about content and that sort of stuff, please let me know, mate. But yes, this is the way that you set it up. But even if you don't want to spend money on advertising, just simply writing good content and putting it up on your site, and then linking to it well, and then also linking out to other related topics, to Wikipedia. And I don't know where I might have done a training live, or it might be in my membership group. But I did speak about how to boost up your content. And the thing is too that now these days Google is looking for really comprehensive information, right? So the days of thin articles, so the days of 200, 300 word blog posts and that sort of stuff, they're basically gone. The more comprehensive and authoritative your articles are, the more Google is going to take them seriously. I know that for a fact. I actually was looking at going through a certification with Bing, and as part of that, I actually got a great big 70-odd page PDF on exactly how the algorithm works and exactly what they're looking for in posts. And Bing is no different to Google and to the other search engines. At the end of the day, the search engines are just looking at returning the best possible result that the person who is searching for is looking for, right? Because if the search engines just return rubbish, then the person isn't going to use that search engine anymore. Once again, watching this live, #live, watching a replay, #replay. Please feel free to spread that love around. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you can like it and hit that little subscribe button and the bell, and you'll be notified when I post something new. Okay, but so one way to look at how to make good content is to actually search for the problems that you know that your clients have, and then search Google for that same phrase and see what comes up, see what you're competing with content wise, and then write something better. Right? It's called the skyscraper technique. So basically, if you know that if people are typing for how to manage sciatica, right, then type into Google how to manage sciatica and look at those search results and look at the information that people are giving. Look at the top results. Like, outside the ads, ignore the ads. Right, just look for the organic results and look at just go into every article and read it and see the information they're giving, and then looking at that, write something better, and look at the average length of the article. Like, you'll find generally to hit the first page in Google search results, you're generally looking at around between 1,000 and 1,200 words, sometimes up to 1,500 words. So these are quite long, in-depth, comprehensive articles. The more comprehensive, show proof, link out to authoritative sites. Once again, that also helps Google know that the information is authoritative, because there is something called EAT, which is expertise, authority, and trust, and that's the way that Google ranks you. So if Google thinks that you don't have the authority or the expertise to be writing an article, they will automatically demote your article down the list. And if they believe that the article has been written by a trustworthy, authoritative institution like a university or a doctor or an association, they will automatically promote the article up the search engines. That's the way that the search engines are actually filtering out and censoring the information that you're seeing, because there's another part of that called your money or your life. So if the search engines believe that the information is fake news or endangers a person financially, so it's a financial scam, or endangers a person physically, mentally, emotionally or health-wise by making claims and that sort of stuff, it will demote the thing down the list. So you've got to be very, very careful. So the more proof and evidence that you can incorporate into your articles, the more authoritative they will appear, especially if you do link out. Like a great way to do is link out to an association, link out to sites that Google already know and trust and regard as authoritative, and that will add weight to you, that like authority through association, so to speak. Don't overdo it. All right, 2 or 3 links out is usually enough. If you overdo it, then Google can slap you, and it sort of goes the other way. It's all the balance. Anyway, that's where we're at. So I better get off and prepare for my next live. Great to see you here, Dave. I'm pleased you managed to get on live. And also, any time you can message me directly or put your questions into those posts, and I'll answer you. And I'm here to help you every step of the way. Okay, that's it for the day. So once again, any questions, enter them in, and I will be back tomorrow with some more information on how to grow your business and get out there and help people get seen. And let's hopefully, once the world comes back to normal, whatever normal is going to be in the future, that we close out 2020 successfully and then move into 2021 with momentum, positivity, and success. Okay, until then, you take care.